Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? ManoDestra777 here, and I was asked by many people in our Discord and some of my viewers to do some more solo things, and those were some of the things that I used to do back in Destiny 1. So today we're going to be doing the Ascendant Challenge for October 30th, 2018. I believe it is the third Ascendant Challenge. First of all, you're going to need to find a tincture of Queen's Foil, of course, and you're going to head over to the Oracle over in the Spine of Caries. Make sure you have a tincture of Queen's Foil. If you need one, go over to the area where the cathedral is and you can actually go buy a couple. Now, this is a platform that you can see that I actually have Ascendant. This is a platform that you can hop on and take a major shortcut. I saw a couple of videos where some people who didn't know about this, some people were running all the way around there, and it's just kind of a waste of time. You can save a ton of time by hopping on these. You just have to pop Ascendants just a little bit early, and you're going to basically run outside of the area where the Oracle spawns, or where the Oracle engine is, and you're going to move over to this bridge. You can actually see through my sniper rifle. There is the spot where we're going to hop into the Ascendant realm and do our challenge for this week. So this week is going to be just basically platforming. There really isn't any crazy complex puzzle. It's just making sure that you don't die when you're platforming and making sure that you don't die to any platforming rocks or anything else like that. That's the biggest challenge this week. Nothing too crazy. You're going to find yourself on the farthest rock platform out from that bridge area. This is kind of the first area you come into in the Dreaming City before you actually get into the normal areas as well. So, give you kind of a breakdown of my loadout. I'm going to be using the Dread Adventure sniper rifle, which is awesome, and I'm actually going to use this here because I'm sick of these enemies shooting me in the face, so I'm going to shoot them back. They're very nice. This sniper is very nice for taking those things out. Next up, I'm going to be taking my Nation of Beasts hand cannon. Of course, make sure you have your Wish Ender if you want to get some of the taken eggs taken care of. I am going to have videos of where those are at the end of this video. Of course, the Nation of the Beast Fatebringer roll, as well as Sleeper Simulant. Honestly, I'm not going to need it. And I have Stompies because it makes platforming just a little bit easier on a Hunter. I'm personally using triple jump, but if you want to use strafe jump or something like that too, you should be all right. So first things first is make sure that you hop into this area here. Take your time as you're loading in, because there's a big dynamic lighting change that happens when you get into the Ascendant realm. I like to hop into the area and go around on the right hand side around the center mass of the platform. You can definitely, if you want to, you can go straight up the middle, but I find that this way is a little bit quicker. It's a little bit more naturally leaning. Make sure that whenever you're moving from platform to platform, always try and get your life back. Because you can see those taken blights there are going to constantly respawn, and they are going to take a good chunk of your life. Next up, we're going to hop up over there to the left. Again, I'm making sure that I have my life taken care of and that I move fast enough out of that area. You're going to get into the central circular platform with 3 blights. I'm going to take a look to my right, and I am going to hop onto the staircase that seems to ascend there. It makes pretty good sense right on that spot. Again, I'm going to do that once I get my life back. Next up, I'm going to hop up a little bit higher. You're going to hop to your left just slightly, then move to your left again. You're basically just moving kind of in a spiral staircase sort of area. The area where we're actually trying to end up to is that platform there. We need to go through that central ring, so we're going to try and head around there. So what we're going to do is make sure that you have your bearings. You can see that there's no spinning rocks just yet, but this is going to be our first spinning rock right here. I'm going to try and make it over to that platform because there are going to be some enemies I'm going to need to take out. 3 or 4 enemies here that I'm going to need to knock out. The first one is the guy that is on the ball on one of the statues there. Next up, look at the top of that statue, knock it out. Again, the sniper rifle is very, very solid for that. The first enemy you could probably take out with a hand cannon, or second enemy you could probably do that too. I just wanted to use my sniper rifle to knock them out quickly so I wouldn't get pushed off the edge. Now, I used to hop over to the statue, but now I'm actually going to head straight in front of me. Those little tiny rocks that are in front are not going to affect me at all. I'm not going to bump into any of them. They're not actually spawned in the game. Again, I used to hop over to that circular area and then move my way around, but honestly, just moving off to the right-hand side is actually going to be a little bit easier. I do get a sight line on one of those other enemies. I'm going to knock them out, but again, we're going to head over to the right-hand side here, and if you feel like you're going to over jump that jump, that's perfectly normal. I'd actually be a little bit more conservative. Save a jump so that you can land on that safe platform right there. You're going to continue to go up. There's a pretty natural path that happens here. The next section is a little less clear. You could go up that right-hand side. It's a little bit more chancy, but I personally like to actually go off to the left-hand side with this rock. Even though it's spinning, it's a little bit more of a clear path to move up to the rings. You can kind of see it forms itself naturally, whereas going over to the right-hand side is a little bit trickier. So we're going to wait for this rock to spin all the way back around. Again, over in some of those areas might be some of the taken eggs and Ahamkara bones that we're going to need to pick up for the lore. As soon as this is rotated, I'm going to make my move and head over to the next area platform. Make sure you do it a little bit earlier than you think you need to. It gives you a little bit more time to get yourself oriented when you get onto the rock. Okay, as soon as you get to that next spot, you're going to hop onto the next platform. And honestly, there's really only 2 spinning little platforms. Once you get to this area right to the top of the head of one of those platforms up by the central ring, you're going to have a lot of the thrall come at you. I actually stay below and use my hand cannon for a second, knock out a bunch of those enemies. I don't hop up into the ring to start with. I can take a second and kill those enemies because they're at a disadvantage. I can kill them without them really running at me, and using the Nation of Beasts, I can destroy them very, very quickly. Okay, so next up, I'm going to take a quick look here, make sure that there are no more thrall that are coming into this area. Looks to be pretty safe. We're going to hop up into that ring. Again, we could hop over to that rock if you want, but honestly, I think I can make it right here from this spot. Pretty simple. Hop up here. There shouldn't be too many enemies. If there are, there might be a couple of thrall, but nothing insane, nothing crazy. No puzzles to solve. Honestly, all you have to do is kill the guy that spawns in on the top over there. A couple of extra enemies that spawn in with him, but honestly, a good Blade Barrage or any other super will pretty much one-phase them very, very easily. So, gonna go up there, grab my chest, get my Ascendant challenge done for the week. That's really it, guys. That's it. So, nothing crazy there. It's a very simple challenge. Just make sure you take a second, get your bearings, get your Ascendant challenge done. Take your time, nothing crazy. So we're going to talk about where the Ahamkara spines actually are. If you see the platform up at the top, there's a couple of different platforms, and there's 2 statues in the room that I've talked about. If you go over behind you, at least as far as where I'm oriented, there's another statue over on that side, but there is a statue right here. As you creep down there, you'll see a little bit of a motion piece right there in the wrist of the left queen, the way I think about it, the left statue. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop onto the sphere just to be safe, and then we're going to hop onto the wrist. That way I keep an extra jump on my way down so I don't lose my life. Pick that up, and you're all done with your Ahamkara bones. Next up, we're going to go ahead and get the easiest of the eggs to find. Not too hard to find at all. It's literally up in the top roof of this Ascendant challenge. If you look there, it's barely visible, but you can still see it. It's right above where the Ascendant rift is. Go ahead and take care of that. That's going to be your first egg, and there's only 2 eggs in this one this week. All right, and finally, the last egg we need to find over here is actually, if you look at the area where the platform is, you hop down one of these sides on top of one of these statues. You can actually come down here, and you will see the taken egg just hiding right behind one of those spots there. Knock that out, and that is going to be your Ascendant challenge of the week. So, yeah, we're going to be doing these the rest of the week, the rest of the resets until we have all 6 down. Again, since I just started getting back into the YouTube things, I'm a little bit behind on this, so I do appreciate anyone who's taken some time and checking that out. Again, if you do find some of this content to be worthwhile, I always appreciate a like. If you don't like it, that other button works too. But if you do like it, get subscribed, stay up to date with all the things at Destiny 2, as well as join our Discord channel. I'm going to be putting up some raid Sherpa guides and things like that out soon, as well as some fun challenges. But until next time, Guardians, I will see you in the universe of Destiny.